Hello everyone, welcome to our kitchen. Today I'll show you how to make flour patty chips for 500 guests in 5 batches using standard measuring cups. From mixing the dough, kneading, resting, rolling, cutting, frying and packaging. We will go step by step so even beginners can make this crispy, golden and delicious chips. You will love this one. So all you have to do is to trust the process. Now without wasting much of your time, let's get started. For the first batch, I'll start with 50 cups of all-purpose flour. After adding in the flour, I'll then go in with salt to taste. I'll be listing everything in the description box for you to check it out. Next is my baking powder. Moving forward, I'll also go in with a little bit of nutmeg and some powdered milk. As I said, kindly check the description box for detailed recipe, okay? Alright, so after adding all the ingredients, the dry ingredients, I'll then proceed to add some onions and garlic, and this is all that I'll be using, about 10 to 11 cloves of garlic and also 7 to 8 medium-sized onions. Okay, so whilst we blending our ingredients, let's also mix everything thoroughly with a large spoon or a clean hands, just the way you see it on your screens right now. This ensures the salt, the baking powder, the milk and the nutmeg are evenly distributed, which is very important for a consistent flavor and crispiness in every chip. Alright, so now everything is nicely combined, so all that is left is for us to go in with about 6 to 7 cups of margarine to the flour mixture. After adding in the margarine, we're going to rub it with our fingers or a pastry cutter until the mixture is crumbly like a breadcrumbs. Make sure not to use too much margarine because you're not making pie. So about 5 to 6 or 6 to 7 should be okay. All right, make sure the margarine is fully incorporated. This is what helps the chips fry evenly and becomes very crunchy. So let's watch and see how it will turn out. But before that, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Also do turn on the post notification bell so that anytime I upload amazing videos like this, you will be among the first person to be notified. Trust me, subscribing is free, so what are you waiting for? Do subscribe to the channel and be part of this amazing family. I am also on all social media platforms at Cooking with Efia. You can find me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram and the like. So do follow me and let's vibe over there beautifully. Now we're done mixing and this is how it should be. It should be able to form and also break out very easily, just the way you see it on the screens right now. So now let's make a little hole in the flour and we're going to add in our blended garlic and onions. Add gradually as you form the dough, okay? Also mix thoroughly so every part of the dough has flavor. The garlic and the onions give these chips that authentic Ghanaian taste, so it's very important to add in the garlic and the ginger, but make sure not to add too much of it. Kindly follow the recipe very well so you get better taste and better consistency. All right, so now we're going to gradually mix, and as we mix as well, we're going to add in little bit by bit. Okay, add the water bit by bit so we can achieve a very perfect dough that we're looking for. We don't want a very runny or stiff dough, so add little by little so you achieve the perfect consistency that you're looking for. Okay, so with this, it's not like we are making meat pie, so you can knead the dough but not too much. Okay, so knead until the dough is smooth, firm, but not sticky. So adjust slightly with flour if it's too soft, or with water if it's too dry. Okay, just the way you see it on your screens right now. As you can see, I am adding the water bit by bit, so that in case you don't have any excess flour, you don't make any mistake. After adding the water, this is the perfect consistency that you should get. Soft dough but not runny, and not stiff at the same time. Perfect for this party chips. Okay, all that is left is for us to cover the dough with a clean cloth and let it rest for about 10 to 15 minutes, because resting allows the flour to fully absorb the water, making the dough easier to roll and giving a better texture to the chips, trust me. So next we're going to flour our working surface. This is after 10 to 20 minutes of resting the dough. We're going to flour the working surface and also place a little bit of the dough. Now roll it out thinly, about 0.5 centimeters thick, using a rolling pin. Okay, make sure the thickness is even, so all the chips fry uniformly. Take your time here. Uneven dough leads to uneven cooking, so we want the chips to really flatten very well, so we get the crispness that we're looking for. After rolling to get the perfect size, you can use your knife, a pizza cutter, or a chips cutter, just the way you see it on your screens right now. This gadget right here makes the work very easy and very fast as well. It was a lifesaver, trust me. So after cutting, we're going to keep the size consistent so all the chips cook at the same rate. Alright, so this is what we have, a very nice shapes, and it's looking absolutely perfect. So you can separate it like this, or you can just use your knife to just lift it up, and trust me, you are good to go. You don't need to waste time at all, because there is no time to waste right here. Now all that is left is for us to heat up oil in a deep pan. This should be deep frying, because we don't want the dough or the chips to soak up all the oil. So make sure the oil is very hot, and also make sure to control the heat as well, because we don't want the chips to fry very fast. We want it to fry gradually, evenly, and very perfect outcome as well. So you don't need to rush this process, trust me. Make sure not to overcrowd the pan as well. Fry a portion of the cut dough at a time. Turn occasionally for even browning. Fry until golden brown and crispy. After it's nice and golden, remove with a slotted spoon and drain on paper towels to remove excess oil. Trust me, paper towels is very important, so kindly note it. Repeat the same process until all pieces of batch 1 are fried. Remember, we're making this in 5 batches. Yes, so we repeat the same process, the same ingredients, the same measurements with this one to complete all 500 pieces or packs, and trust me, you end up with a very lovely taste, a very lovely texture, and a very perfect outcome. You will love it. So as we're frying our chips, let me use this opportunity to thank all my returning and new subscribers right here. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for always liking my videos, sharing, and also commenting on my videos. I am very grateful. Thank you so much. And if you haven't still subscribed to the channel yet, what are you waiting for? Kindly do subscribe to my channel, and also do turn on the post notification bell so that anytime I upload amazing videos like this, you will be among the first person to be notified. Thank you so much. Alright, so as you can see, the chips looks very lovely and perfect. So we're going to allow this to cool down completely before packing. Cooling is essential to keep them crispy. Pack them into the packaging boxes, or you can also use the block bags to do your packaging, and that will be fine. One thing you should know is that the key to success are patience. So proper resting, even rolling, careful cutting, and consistent frying is key here. If you want to make 500 pieces, just follow the ingredients, measurements, and every instruction given here so that you get it right. If you want this one pack to be very full, then you need to extend the batch number to 6. So in all, you can make 6 batches using the exact measurements and ingredients. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more large-scale Ghanaian cooking tutorials. Enjoy your party or any other thing you want to use this recipe for. Thank you once again, and see you in my next upload. Bye.